Attorneys are calling it a richly deserved black eye for the Kern County Sheriff's Office. It has been 3 years since David Silva died after a confrontation with a canine and 9 officers. Now a lawsuit filed against the county has been settled for $3.4 million. Eyewitness News reporter Adam Hurwitz has the family's reaction to what happens next. Adam?
Dave, the family feels like this settlement goes a long way toward proving that the sheriff's office is responsible for murdering their loved one back in 2013. But those deputies have never been charged with the crime, and the sheriff's office still says it never did anything wrong. To this day, Sheriff Donna Youngblood is saying the use of force was justified, even though there were 9 officers, and they said under oath that Silva was unarmed, he was asleep before any of this started, and then he was hog-tied and held to the ground. The confrontation ended when all of a sudden the deputies went from hitting him with a baton to performing CPR. They say he was high on meth and that he had an enlarged heart.
I have been on cases where it has taken 9 officers to subdue someone that's under the influence of drugs.
This $3.4 million should say something, yet the sheriff of this town is still in denial.
Donna Youngblood said he didn't want to settle, but his lawyers thought it was the safest thing to do and that it might save some money in the long run because a jury could have decided one way or the other. Reporting in studio tonight, Adam Hurwitz, Eyewitness News. Rochelle.
All right, Adam. Meantime, the Silva family attorneys say they found a lot more information during their investigation than the sheriff did when he reviewed what happened. Eyewitness News reporter Carol Ferguson asked the sheriff about that. Carol?
Sheriff Donna Youngblood says, as we told you, the officers did the right thing and his department did a full review. But the Silva's attorneys insist there was a cover-up, as they put it, and they got to the truth. The attorneys have sharp criticism for how the officers subdued David Silva. They note again there were 9 officers and the K-9. He was handcuffed and hobbled at the legs. Silva was on his stomach at that point with officers pushing down on his back as he struggled. Sheriff says Silva resisted and again was under the influence of methamphetamine, and the officers used appropriate force. Sheriff Donna Youngblood says the pathologist found Silva died of heart disease, but attorney David Cohn says and asks, did the pathologist have all the necessary information about the circumstances?
A, was that a thorough investigation? And B, was that an unvarnished and completely objective investigation?
I defend the officers' actions. I defend the fact that we conducted 3 independent investigations. I defend the fact that we had 2 independent pathologists come to the same conclusion.
Sheriff Youngblood says the district attorney and FBI did their own independent investigations, finding no cause for prosecuting the officers. And again, Youngblood says while county officials decided to settle the suit, he did not favor it. The attorneys say the community should conclude if the county is willing to pay the settlement, there was wrongdoing by the county. Back to you.